Hello, YouTube viewer. This is Michael from Screw Productions, bringing you a new podcast for my segment called The Naruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand it. Also, I will try to do my best not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording, not to try to cause any audio feedback as well. Now, let's get into the latest episode of Naruto's building. Now, the way this episode starts off, we see Ashura just hanging out, hanging by, don't Ashura, just laying by the river. His friend Tenzin asked Ashura for and showed up and asked Ashura for a favor. Like, he said his mother is very sick, the only work to go get her medicine is very long. So he asked Ashura to use your ninjutsu skills to cut down few trees to make a shortcut, that way he can come back from getting the medicine, come back. From that way he don't have to go the wrong way around. So basically, I was like, no, all right, no problem. So he used his ninjutsu skills to cut down few trees to create a shortcut path for his friend to go get his mother some medicine. But later that afternoon, at the dojo, Ottawa had Oscar's friend in ropes, and he looked like he was beaten the hell up. His father was the path of the 6 days. His father was witness there. Oscar was like, "What the hell is the meaning of this? This guy is charged with a crime," and Arthur, what crime is that? He used you to penalize the British property, meaning he used you to cut down trees, and the British therefore is British property. So therefore, by the British law, he's like, whoever damages British property will be punished severely. And Tenzin was like, Tenzin, I didn't mean to get you in trouble, Ashura. And I was kind of Iowa is not near what the law is according to Iowa, so basically you used my brother to commit a crime, so therefore it's your ass is in the grass. And that's when their father stepped in, and was like, yeah, all right, whoa, let's not get carried away here. Let's not get carried away here, It was just a mistake, Tenzin told them that, my mother was sick, the only path to get her medicine was very too long. So basically, I admit that I did lie to Arthur about made a statement, Bob Oscar, but my mom was sick, so basically that's all I can do. And and the state of the fix says what, he didn't make a mistake, but I was like, shoot, but still he broke the law, so basically he should be punished. Oh, and the state of the fix says well, all right, well this alright, well, till we can figure out what to do with him, we can put him in lockup for now. So anyway, later that night, Oscar went to the holding cell and broke his friend Tenzin out of the holding cell, but Iowa was there and tried to stop Oscar. But even Tenzin managed to escape for Ocelot managed to let his friend escape while he was staying with Iowa. So basically, they fought for like a second, and Iowa managed to defeat him with just one kick. So basically, Ottawa was like, you know what, I'm just gonna overlook this for now, since you're my brother-in-law, and he just walked away. And his father, but their father was watching the whole deal. So the next day, when Ottawa went to go visit his dog grave, he was like, well, what do you think about your brother's behavior? So, what do you think about your brother's behavior? And like, I think Arthur was like, he's going through some things, ever since he got the shotgun, he's been seeing things differently, but I still believe he still has a good heart and whatnot. Good heart and whatnot. He will be an assess. He will be the excellent assessor to take up your powers and whatnot. And his father was like, "What about you? What about me? I'm not qualified for being your assessor. Besides, otherwise, my older brother, so therefore it wouldn't be right." Want to be right. It would be right for me to take, to be the scepter. I'm not the firstborn son. So anyway, after that little brief conversation, the next day at the dozo, the sage of the six said some of his sons, and turns out he's right. It's the day is coming to who's going to be his successor. But before that happened, he gave himself two scrolls that. Two scrolls, the lap of the map of the land. So basically, it said before I choose one of you as my successor, you guys must have to follow these maps and go to these lands and go investigate any part of the divine tree is to anywhere in these lands. So basically, he's sitting on the investigation to see any parts of the divine tree, any roots spread to these lands and whatnot. Once you guys are done with your journey, make sure and come home. When you return home, I will choose my successor. So anyway, I also set off to the journey. So Oscar's friend, he broke out of jail, decided to start to accompany Otto on his journey. And also told his friend he has no intention to come home or becoming the successor not planning to be a successor for his father. So he said he would do his father to tax his father stole him, but he's not coming home at all. And the intention for he was not, but he was like, okay, let's go. After seeing his former high place, we see Guillermo, Hagaro talking to Guillermo at the high place after seeing his sons off. He's like, so what? And Guillermo was like, why did you send yourself off like that? He said, this, what type of test you put into? No, this is the type of test. This is not the type of test. I hope this journey will help my son change their mindset, being, hoping that Iowa, will be, will turn back to his normal self, and hoping that hoping that Oswald will, might consider, not consider maybe he's, thinking his brother's not cut out to the job and whatnot. But we just have to wait and see. So anyway, they turn. So Oswald and Tenzin tell to would try to say this barren wasteland, in the middle of this barren wasteland was this small village. So anyway, when they went down to the village and got to the village, a bunch of people thought there were thieves and robbers trying to steal from them, but also said we're not thieves, we ain't trying to steal for you. So anyway, the British tried to attack them, but one British ended up getting hurt. So Oscar uses healing his healing juices to heal who was injured. So basically, the elders showed up, and cleared everything up. Him and Arthur had a little conversation, started to misunderstanding and whatnot, and that's when Arthur asked, how is this village how is this green business, how do you guys are able to prosper in this barren wasteland, and the elder was like, it changes something, you guys had a long journey, so you got to work on to see you guys are working to stay in our business so long as you like, and see the business whatnot. So anyway, Oscar folks in the strange presence ever since they got to the village, so like strange energy coming to the village, to come to the village here. That is. That felt like the chakra of the divine trees. So the next day, when Oshawa tried to go up the hill, two gods telling that nobody's allowed beyond this point. So basically they turned back and once again they bumped into the girl that Oshawa healed and she asked her to help. So asked her to help. She took her to some small clinic where her mother and a couple of other visitors were sick. And also noticed that there was these weird whoop threads coming out of their hands. So he tried to heal one of them, but his healing techniques wasn't enough to heal these sick people. So after the servant, the examination of the people, after seeing the people's hands, he realized that these threads come out of the people's hands and must get off the same chakra energy as the divine tree. So basically, Ottawa, Tenzin and the British girl knocked out the guards and went out to here and found that some of the divine tree's roots had spread to them. Some of the divine tree's roots had spread to this village, and it must be the cause why all these people are getting sick. So basically, and this is how the episode ended. So basically, this episode was not bad, it's just, it's an alright episode. So anyway, this is Sincere Michael from Screwy Productions. Sign off. 1.